Hello everybody, Reggie Time here, and we are playing some 25 on Unibet. The lobby of my regular game is dead. There's like literally 3 tables running. I fancied making a video. So here we are making a video. If you did see me earlier playing some 2 fast forward for 1.5 minutes, please don't try and collect the bounty I placed on my head. I was trying to test out some new table sorting software that I've got with the view to also making a video. I temporarily took the bounty off my head whilst I did that. It was literally 2 I was playing, so don't feel like I'm going back on my word on saying I wouldn't play those games. It was literally just like something I wanted to try out, and I only did it for 2.5 minutes, and it was rubbish. So that was that. Um, so yeah, the bounty is back on. I should really have made the bounty if you see me like 25 and a lot higher, because it is easy to make content. If I could probably play some 10 and make content and have that not bother me. But anyway, it's back on. Anyways, oh yeah, like and all that stuff. Leave comments and things. This guy's leading this turn. We're just going to call with our 3 10s. Club River means we no longer get to raise, sadly, but we'd quite like to see you make a large bet, and we're just going to call this and expect to win a lot, which we do. So yeah, anyway, yeah, please do at least hit the like button, even if you don't like it. I mean, if you're still watching now, you might like it a little bit. Any hands you see that you'd like me to explain further what I did, whether you think I butchered it, whether you like what I did but I didn't explain it very well, or whatever it is, please leave a comment and leave what time in the video that is so I can go back and look at it. Because if people ask me about a certain hand and then they don't tell me what time it was at, I'm just not going to rewatch the whole thing to find a hand to answer a question. I'm not going to remember the hand. Very unlikely to remember the hand, especially if you ask the question a few days after the video's been made. So if you have a question about a specific hand, then either leave a timestamp if you know how to do that, and if you don't know how to leave a timestamp, then just tell me what time in the video the hand started, and I'll go back and I'll watch it and I'll try and explain my thoughts further. If I'm asking people to contribute and get involved, the least I can do is when I do get some feedback is um, to respond as best I can. Squeezing the tens here and getting it through. Isolating the limp here, or trying to isolate, but we don't manage to get the isolation through because small blind cold calls. Isolating a limp here too on the bottom right table. We get dunked into on this. I mean, this is just nonsense, of course, but I think with the ace of spades, maybe we sometimes continue, but not versus that size versus that stack depth, I don't think. 2 7s on ace jack 9. And we're going to start bluffing. Don't really have a hand that can check back and try and call down. Don't think we have a great deal of showdown value. We just check call and probably just giving up, I think. We are ahead of some draws. Do we now bluff this river if he checks? I think maybe we do. Doesn't matter because he's bet. I think maybe I would have bluffed that river had he checked. But now we just have an easy fold. Opening the 2 7s on table 1. Table 1, table 2, table 3, table 4, by the way. Called again by this guy. Seems to enjoy cold calling. Wouldn't appreciate being squeezed here. That would make me disappointed. I would appreciate if he actually got the fuck on with it though. Because we've all got lives to live and we don't want to waste them watching this cunt town down, do we? Prick. Table seemed good this morning, by the way. Plenty of fucking limping going on. And we have been squeezed. And then a cold call here. I mean, it's flop a set time, isn't it? I don't think we can reopen here. I don't think we have enough equity to do that. Versus like 8 million players. It's just flop a set time. We do not flop a set. And now our hand's just dead. Fuck off! Why did you have to call and make me see that fucking turn? Excuse me. Well, isn't that just a bastard? Apologies if I deafened anyone with the fuck off there, by the way. Didn't want him to call and see a turn card, did I? Why would I want to see that? Would have turned a set. It's a very loud fuck off. I apologise for it. Shouldn't respond like that. Fucking ace 10 off, you absolute fucking spoon. Anyway, we've got 8 million callers and a squeeze again, so the Queen Jack's going in the bin, isn't it? Bully Maui doesn't care. He's there for the flop. His table looked fucking exceptional. Hope I don't get hammered. Quite embarrassing, making a video with full of absolute fucking sunshine bus lovers and getting wrecked. That wouldn't be good. I want to 3-bet this versus a 3x. I think I do. Really want a flat versus 3x. Insta fold. Oh, I didn't realise there was another person in. Pay attention, Reg. That was a bad squeeze size. Or maybe it wasn't. I can't remember what I made it now. 3-bet here. Fold. A complete here with 2 whoppers in the pot. This book home is at every table, so we're going to assume he's a reg. Guess just folding. I mean, this guy's done a lot of cold calling and limping. Don't think I've seen him raise yet. Or her. I mean, it's got a girl's avatar, but man at the end. Complex individual that person is. Not C-betting a 7 multi-way. Do just over bets. Edge on you. Fucking lose. You've got a shit fucking name. I hope you lose. Come on, Oscar. Get the cunt. You've got a shit name. Gone with a turnover bet probe. Get him, Oscar. Although I think you might be in trouble, Oscar. Overbet turn. Bet smaller if he doesn't have a straight. He has like 2 pair or a set, doesn't he? What a cunt. Edge on you, asshole. Absolute asshole. He's my enemy this session. Root against him. I mean, this my names are creative. We've got not in that one with a woman with a surprised look on her face. Clearly, the implication is she's got a cock in her ass. Whaler O2, which is a tribute to my very good acquaintance, Waller, who used to stream on Sky. Checking bluff, non-existent, because it's Reggie time and he's a fucking nit. And Dion's dong, because it's a picture of a black guy who looks a bit like Dion Dublin. And Dion Dublin apparently had a massive penis, according to Alex Ferguson. So at least my screen names are creative. But yeah, he's just called Edge on You. Fuck off. Tedious, fucking nerdy, boring shithouse. Jack 6 suited. We're going to go with the 3-bet here against Sun again, who it looks like there might be a reg. They're at several tables. Whoops. It's a pretty terrible flop for our hand. Not terrible for range, but not brilliant either. We're going to start with a check. Probably start bluffing at some point, just not yet. This guy's going with a squeeze. Do we just call? Guess so at this line in this lineup. He bets a turn, which is fine by me because we just now get to fold our hand and don't have to put any more money in the pot. This guy has to play so honest here with his C bets. If he's paying any attention to this table, he'll be aware that it's lots of whoppers on it. Just don't think we're performing very well equity-wise here. With our 8s, I'll let them go. I tell you now, if these 8s would have made the best hand again by the river, well, I might have better control myself. We'll never know. We'll just never know. Right, we have approximately 40 minutes for something interesting to happen. It might not, but at least I'm not the only one fucking suffering if it doesn't. Poor fuckers who get all the way to the end. They've suffered with me. And yes, that makes me feel just a little bit better. Should we have a dull session? Opening the King 10. Checking back the 5s against the prick. Good show here, multi-way, backdoor hearts. Not c-betting into 2 weaker players multi-way. Checking back the 5s again. And we have showdown value on table 1, so we're checking back. And do we bluff now with these 5s? I think we probably do. We probably call this river here and don't expect to win very much, but we don't need to win very much. Did win anyway. Bluffing here. The 5s. 3-betting the ace queen. Dude, absolutely snap cold. Jack King 4. We're betting. Start with a smallish bet. He did snap call pre, like he didn't have any kind of decision. Calls again. I'm gonna bet a second time and then just give up. I think like he snapped pre, he snapped flop. If you just got stuff like pocket 7s, pocket 6s, pocket 8s, you try and make them fold. We get it through. His timing there made that. It encouraged me anyway. I'm not saying it made it easy, but it encouraged me that if he had a strong hand, he would have taken more time at some point on one of his decision points, but he didn't, or she didn't. Then we pick up a real hand for the first time in the session. Oh my lord! How about 17 blinds to go, lads and lasses? How about that? Gets a call. I mean, it's as good a flop as you can hope for. The only thing that's improved past is our sets. And if he's got a set, then good for him. He gets all the money. I just don't think he's bluffing. Do we just go all in right now? I don't think this is a bluff. Maybe it's something like pocket nines that might be bet folding. But I just don't think this is a bluff. Do I want to let a card? Yeah, I think we'll let a card come off, and we're still calling no matter what it is. The ace is the card we didn't want to see, of course, but I think as played, we're just not folding. Do it. If he's got ace queen here or randomly donked ace jack or something, I'd be quite cross. Ace queen, nothing we can do. We were losing all the money anyway because when we raised the flop, he's calling it off anyway. So well played, Scatterverk, you absolute fucking dribbling mess. I guess the small mercy there is he didn't have a full stack because he's absolutely fucking brain dead. Could not have played the hand worse. Got the max. That's poker. Anyway, here we've opened King Queen, and we've got a pretty interesting flop. Out of position to 2 potential regs. No reason to bet, just keep checking. Not folding. Not folding river. I wouldn't be happy facing a large bet here. Versus that size, we have a trivial call. Oh, just quads. Alright, okay. No problem. I mean, just go all in with your quads, you fucking moron. Thanks for saving me money. So that's 2 relatively bad coolers. And we've lost the minimum because this cunt wasn't fucking reloading. B, this cunt didn't realise to go all in with quads when basically my calling range is just going to, well, yeah, just go all in with your quads, you fucking idiot. I mean, you probably would have paid him off them, maybe not, but I mean, betting half pot with quads there and the river is such a fucking huge mistake. It really is a massive mistake to just size half pot there. So I guess I should just be grateful for that and crack on. Squeezing the jacks up here. Table 1. Of course, we're at the table where nobody folds, and all of a sudden, yeah, oh, we'll have a little fold, I think, this time, Reg. We'll have a little fold this time. Open ender. I think we'll have a little bet with it, should it check to us. Doesn't check to us. We're not going to have a raise. Turn straight. But of course, there's a complication with it being a blue one. Do we bet? I don't think so. Being raised would be... Well, being raised by this guy wouldn't bother me. And let's safe river. Doesn't change anything. And now I just think we have a pretty large bet. And get snapped off by the Jack 5. Ace 4 suited. Well, I was going to consider 3-betting versus this. I don't care if it's good or not versus this shit Regs 3x open. I don't think he will be good, by the way, but when the very small, we've got the 3x open, the very small 3-bet. I mean, these games, if you're, as some people sometimes ask me, about where's decent to play, then I mean, this isn't my regular game by any stretch. Unibet, I'm getting better games than these. But if you're not in the UK, but you are like in the EU, I would check out Unibet. Because it's probably one of the softest options available to you, I would imagine. Oh, I missed that. Did Janu just get filtered by somebody? He's left the table with 0 big blinds. Doesn't look like he did, sadly. Oh, did he? No, he just left the table, I think. I think he just left the table. Yeah, he is. I just saw with like 0 chips. 13 big blinds, ace 8 suited versus 3-bet. It's a big 3-bet, isn't it? I think we still just call though. It is a big 3-bet. 3x up to 13. In fact, it's a very big 3-bet. So maybe we just don't call as wide, but I think ace 8 suited. Probably going to be a pure defend anyway. And now we're just in a dicey spot. I mean, at this point, we can only hope he's got queens or kings. Queens or jacks. Is our hand too weak to block here? Feels like I want to go for some value. And we get the fold. 3-bet in the ace queen of spades. First is 4-bet, just calling. Well, either we're in trouble or we're not, but either way, unless another heart comes, 88 more of my blinds can be going into this pot. Do we ever want to raise here? He just doesn't have flushes. Does he have much offsuit stuff? Just gonna call. Three bet in the ace jack off on table 3. Our man now checks the turn. I honestly don't know what size to make this. I think I'm going to go around 23, 24-ish. 23.4. It's a pretty safe run out. Is this too thin? Don't think it is. Don't think it is. Right, we didn't get the snap call, so that's okay. And then he folds. Snap might have been bad there. King 10 suited. In position. Call, I guess. A really, really bad flop for Buckholm's range. Goes big. I was looking forward to floating this flop, but I think versus that size, just going to fold. Maybe, in theory, it might be a call. With our backdoor, bit of overcard and stuff, and the opportunity to like steal the pot down the road. But versus big, I'm just not going to get too creative with my floats. Not really happy about playing three-handed with two seeming regs. He loves his 30 next. I mean, this has just got to be bad. This is his standard. Just got to be bad. Wish I could tag players of shit regs on here because by cry, Buckholm or Buokum, whatever the fucking hell your name is. Buho KM, Buho, or whatever it is. You're a fucking idiot, sir. Now he has small blind flat. Yeah, shit reg. At best, shit reg. That is the best he possibly be, and the best he can probably ever be. I'm gonna go with a larger bet here. Ready to see the 13x again from our friend Buacom? We ready for it? Get the fold this time. A6-8, we're probably going to go for a delay c-bet here. If he checks twice, we'll probably just end up betting twice. He probes a turn. That's fine by me, Squire. That is fine by me. Not in love with this versus this stack size, and it is just 4 deuce. But we are making a video, so we are going to call with it, and we are going to be rewarded for in the short term with a decent chunk of equity. Not enough equity to bet, but you know, we like the fact we've got a little piece. Easy turn call. Probably leading rivers that improve us, because I don't think whatever we hit's not going to be strong enough to check raise. Don't want to squeeze these two players with the S6 suited, but we do want to see a flop. Flopping an open ender on table 2. I expect if villain's competent, he's going to be just checking his range here a lot on this board. We can afford a bet call though, so we're going to have a little stab. The nut shot and a backdoor flush draw, we're going to see another card on table 1. Versus pot, we're not happy, but we obviously need to see one more. And of course it breaks out. And he had the 9-8 that potted the turn, which isn't good, but it's what he chose to do and it worked. He won in the maximum. Folding second pair here, multi-way. We went off down the set mine on table 2. We've come up very dry. Easy fold. Now we appear to be playing heads up. Some might say 6 max isn't my forte. Fair to say heads up fucking absolutely is not my forte. And now we don't have a table, so I guess we just leave. Possibly could have opened the threes at this table actually with so many passive players at it. Maybe that's a mistake from me. In fact, not maybe, definitely is a mistake. We could possibly even limp it at this table. Shock horror. All the nerds out there will be, no, Reg, you can't. Do what I fucking want, can't I? Do what the fuck I want. Who's going to stop me? This jack's suited here versus a fish. Just going to call. Don't like 3-betting these sort of hands against fish because it really stinks when we get 4-bet. When Unibet, give me a table. I've got long left. I now go to the 3x, 2.4x. Might just be a positional thing. Way more likely to be a hand strength thing. If he is a weak player, as his stack size suggests. But limp, ace deuce, not gonna. Well, it's called isoing, isn't it? But we've already got him isolated because no fucker else is in the pot. Not gonna raise. Picking up the aces on table 4 under the gun open, which is promising. And that's all we get. Three bets. Oh, Dave. Oh, Dave. Why did you fold? ace and the king. It's a reasonable starting combination. Oh, get the squeeze. Tempted just to rip, but because of his stack size. In fact, I think we are going to rip against someone who's likely to be a weaker player who might just call it off wider than he should. Get some extra forward equity. And all those things sound like they counter each other, but one or the other, or maybe both, are likely true, depending on his holding. He might fold some hands that he probably shouldn't, and he might also call it off with some hands that probably shouldn't. If he had a full stack, 100 big blinds, I wouldn't have done that. Ooh, we've been tiny 3-bet by Volderman, who appears to be very loose and passive. So this is fucking terrifying. And we're going to want to see a 10. Oh, goodness me. It's just made an old man's penis grow a little bit. Checking. So see, a nice big bet, thank you. Now, this guy made a big bet earlier with a hand that pair plus flush draw. We're going to wait for the turn to check raise. And I don't give a fuck what the turn is. We are check raising it. That's probably one of my least favourite turns to see. But sticking with the plan. 3-betting the tens, kings down here. And he just has drawing dead with pocket eights. That is a thing of great beauty. Someone's gone all in here. We've got 2 kings. We're calling. The man's got a lot of equity, but he didn't get there. All of a sudden, everything's coming up reg. We love to see it. We love to see it. Pocket eights, turn jam. I mean, the guy's loose passive. We've seen that. You've watched it. You've observed as much as I have. Man was out loose passive. All of a sudden, he wakes up with the pocket eights 3-bet and then just goes absolutely potty. And my reaction to that is nice. Very nice. Just in the nick of time too, because we've got about 4 more minutes before I need to stop recording. Can we lock up our ill-gotten gains? I'm not sure what we started with. I put 175 quid on to record this session. Don't know what that is in euros. Didn't check what it was in euros before we started, so I'm not going to be able to give like what we are, because we'll give accurate results at the end in terms of how much we won in pounds sterling or lost. We haven't locked it up yet, have we? And we did lose 2 pots earlier. But it does feel now like we're in front in the session. Don't think we can check raise our ace 8 here, so we're just going to bet 3/4 pot. Hopefully Hopefully someone calls us with a bluff catcher. And they do. So I guess we're going to start winding this up now. Leave all tables next big blind. Make the lobby go full screen so it's more aesthetically pleasing at the death. Opening the aces, defending the queen jack, holding the ace 10, holding the 7-4, checking there. Pretty miserable flop with the aces. Check. And start building a pot really. I think now we just get to just bet twice for medium sizes. Why are we still posting blinds? I thought I'd leave all big blind. I don't know. Maybe we skipped a big blind or something. Thought we were leaving next big blind. Thought that's the deal that I had with the site here. If this table doesn't leave, I'll be sad. Yeah, we're leaving. We're leaving. It's all good. So I've got one more hand. And then we'll see how we got on. Like I said, I don't know what this was in euros when we started, so I mean, I guess we can just do a currency conversion, can't we? Euros back to pounds at the end of this. It's what thingamajiggly doodah. Come on, lads, get on with it. Got places to go, people to see. Looks like we're going to have 228 euros. So 228 euros to pounds. According to Google, that is 196 pounds. So it looks like we've made around 20 quid. Which is better than they kick up the arse, isn't it? But we've got one more hand to go. Have we? Fuck's sake. Move the fucking button and get the fuck on with it. Thank you. End of video. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It was a bit ranty, a bit old school ranty, wasn't it? It's not like me these days, but I was. Yeah. If you're still watching and you haven't hit like yet and you haven't subscribed, please do both. Please leave a comment, even if it's just "Hello, Reg, you fat idiot," because apparently comments help videos get better traction. So yeah, I'm out of here. Doing a recording with Ryan Waller02 Waller this evening at 7 o'clock. Hopefully, I don't know when it's going to go out. Probably next week now. But yeah, looking forward to doing that. So if you watch this before then, Ryan, don't be late, mate. Take care, everybody. I'll see you again in the next one. Bye bye for now.